Hey, good morning, everybody. Amir here from Butterfields. It's a beautiful day here on the Treasure Coast. Finally able to make it out and to move a little bit and exercise. Been doing rucking for the past couple of weeks or months or whatever it might be, but love it, just enjoying it. But nonetheless, today I want to talk to you about something that's kind of heavy on my heart. I'm turning 42 in March, and this idea of being healthy and around for my family for the next 30 to 40 years is really weighing on me. And so one of the things I want to talk about today is metabolic syndrome. And so it's not an actual disease, but it's a collection of risk factors that make you more likely to be prone to heart attack, stroke, cancer, and dementia. And there's really 5 things, if you will, that doctors look at, are 5 risk factors. Number 1 is belly fat. So for men, anything over 40 inches, waist circumference. For women, over 35. Triglycerides, if they're high, or if you take medication for them. If your good cholesterol is low, under 40 for men or under 50 for women. If you have high blood pressure, or on medication for it. And the same with blood glucose, if you're a diabetic, or take diabetic meds. And if you have 3 of any of those 5 risk factors, you have metabolic syndrome, and the outlook is not good, right? It puts us at a much higher risk for serious health problems in the next year to 10 years of our life. So for heart disease, you have a 135% higher chance of having it. Heart attack, almost twice as likely in the next year to have a heart attack. And dying from any cause is 60% higher than somebody who doesn't have metabolic syndrome. Your risk of cancer is up 56%, as well as developing Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. And listen, these are not just numbers, man. It's personal, And I'm not a metabolic syndrome expert, but every day in my practice, I see individuals who are taking medications for these disease states and risk factors, and it's scary, man. It's we all want to be there for our family. We want to be there for our loved ones. We've seen just too many people lately, young individuals, people dying in their 50s, women in their 40s with cancer. We look at our grandparents that have neurodegenerative disease. And it's like, man, we could do something about it, but we've got to start by understanding where we stand, what our numbers are, and how we can really just prevent whatever things we can modify. How can we prevent that? So, waist circumference, pretty easy to measure. Whether or not you're on blood lowering. Sorry, man, this 40-pound pack is heavy. But if right, if you're taking high blood pressure meds, if you're taking cholesterol meds, if you're taking diabetes meds, a lot of this stuff you can figure out on your own, and almost everybody's got some lab work laying around the house, right? So you can check your cholesterol. But the first step to fixing a problem is knowing that you have a problem, and I want to encourage you to do that. I'm going to try to invite some guests on who are experts in metabolic syndrome to advise us, to shock us, right, and motivate us all into being the healthiest version we can be, especially if we're over 40 years old, an old guy like me. But anyways, I'm going to be talking more about this. I just want this to be on your radar. Look it up, do some research. Pretty devastating, the increased risk that we have if we qualify for metabolic syndrome. So until next time, everyone at Butterfields, I love you guys, and we'll see you soon.